and friends, it's Doll's Mummy Diaries channel. I am so happy to be with you again today. I have got a big reveal. Yes, I'm calling it a reveal and not an unboxing, because that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to reveal a new baby doll. I'm not going to unbox this baby doll because the baby doll is not in a box at the moment, and there's a reason for that. Now, before I do that, let me just ask you, how are you doing? How are you all feeling? It's nearly the end of January now, so I'm just checking in with you to see how you feel. How's it been for you, the new year? Have you made any resolutions? Set any doll goals in relation to your doll hobby? Have you seen my video about setting goals? If you haven't, go to my playlist and look for my latest upload, which is titled I Fixed Her Hair and How to Set Doll Hobby Goals. Go and see that video and hear what I have to say about the basics of goal setting in this hobby. Now, as for me, I have been doing some reflection, and I've realized there's some stuff that I need around the house and for myself that I ought to get sorted. So I've checked in with myself to see what's going on with me, and it has led to me buying a few things. I'll quickly share with you what I've bought. They're not amazing things, but just simple things that I think will make a difference for me. Okay guys, so I've piled the stuff that I've bought, and for those who are new to my channel, I'll just introduce to you the baby dolls that are here before you. This cutie here is Ukrainia. She's a Maddie reborn baby doll, and I've had her since February 2022. Yes, February 2022. So she's coming up 2 years old next month. I bought her from AliExpress. I pierced her ears, I put more weight in her body, I added some rings to her arms and legs so that she could move. I did that maybe 8 months ago. So for a while when I had her, she was quite stiff. She couldn't sit down properly because her legs were quite stiff. But in the last 8 months, she's had an improved quality of life. And you can see that in her big smile. She's a very happy baby, and I just absolutely adore her. Next to her is Gracie. Gracie is also a Maddie reborn. I bought her from babeside.com, which is an American website, a new American doll website. I bought her about maybe 6 months ago. She's much bigger than Ukrainia here, but when I bought her, she was quite small. She had a huge head and a tiny little preemie body, and she looked so uncomfortable. She didn't even look like a Maddie reborn, to be honest with you. Her eyelashes were very, very long. She looked like quite a mature woman, actually. She didn't look like a baby doll. So I had to work on her. I had to trim those eyelashes down. I pierced her ears. I trimmed her hair and cut it down so it was more like a baby doll's hair, not a grown-up's hair. And then I changed her body from the preemie size, which is probably like 8 inches. It was a really small body. If I can find a photo, because I took the photo of her the day that I received her, comparing her to Ukrainia, who's sitting next to her. And from that photo I could see that she did not really look like a Maddie reborn. The only parts of her that to me seemed like a Maddie reborn were obviously her arms and her mouth, the smile and the nose, but everything else just didn't look like a Maddie reborn. So I changed her body to I bought a 20-inch cloth body from AliExpress. So you can see that was a big difference from 8 inches to 20 inches. I filled her up and made her really fat, because Maddies are meant to be fat. And when I received this doll, she was not a chubby doll. She was skinny. She was really skinny. I was really annoyed about it. So I had to buy the body, 20 inches, and I stuffed her, really stuffed her well. And I had to buy the arm rings and the leg rings so I could move her arms and her legs, because she was stiff. And typically when you buy a replica doll, the arms will be stiff. They won't move around. So I had to buy them. They cost money. And then I just put powder on her face, because I found her complexion a bit off. You know, it just had a kind of weird complexion. So I used some brown powder, which is for ethnic skins. I put that on her, and then I put some blusher on her cheeks to just liven her up. And I'm happy with her now. She's absolutely beautiful now. She's as best as she can be now that I've made all those improvements, so that she looks like a baby doll and not like I know that she looked like an adult, weirdly like a mature woman. Even the way they did her legs. Maddie's legs typically should be separated like that, with a lot of fat in the middle. But this baby doll's legs were together. They're really close together, and that's what gave her the appearance of a mature woman, not a baby. So I separated her legs and put a lot of stuff in between to separate them, like Ukraina obviously arrived looking like she was meant to look. See that big gap there? That's how you can tell if you've got a real Maddie doll. Is there a big gap between the legs? And she needs to be fat. I have added more weight to Ukraina, but when she arrived, she was chubby, but I just added a bit more to her, and I only added it in the last 8 months when I put her arm rings in, because I had to undo her arms to put the rings in. I thought just add a little bit more weight, and I put some more in her tummy. So now Gracie is looking the way I feel a Maddie baby doll should look. And I just absolutely love her. She's been out on the bus with me, on public transport. Anyway, so these are the 2 dolls, and there's one at the back who's called Israelia. She's coming up 1 month old. She's only 1 month old. I got her for Christmas. Santa brought me for Christmas. She's Ashton Drake, and I believe she is the picture perfect baby by the Hannell artist. She was made in 2004. I know for a fact she was made in 2004 because it's stamped on her neck, and it's got Hannell's initial on there. So I know that she is his baby. And I fixed her hair. When she came, she had a lot of bald patches, so I fixed her hair. Okay, so let's get back to me quickly going through the things that I bought myself. Maybe it might inspire you to have a little reflection, see if there's anything you need that you haven't really paid attention to, that you're going to now set yourself a goal to get these things. Treat yourself to the things that you need that you've been overlooking. It could be that you need a new knitted scarf because it's cold, but you've just not got round to buying that scarf, that woolly knitted scarf, and you've been managing with your old scarf that has got a lot of holes in it. You've washed it 1,000 times. It's looking a bit tatty, and you really should get a new one. You know you should, but you just haven't got round to it. That's the kind of treating I mean when I say treat yourself. It could be that maybe your dressing gown, you've had the same dressing gown for 10 years, you love that dressing gown, but really most of the buttons have come off. Maybe there's this one hanging button on there. You can't really do that dressing gown up. It's time to get a new dressing gown. Treat yourself. That's what I mean when I say a time of reflection, a time to just say, is there anything I need? other things that I need that I haven't just got round to getting for myself. You know, just little things. So the first thing I have got myself is this. This is a double oven glove. We also call them oven mitts. And look how gorgeous these mitts look. Look, a cat playing with some butterflies. Isn't that gorgeous? Now, I've needed this. I've got one oven glove, which is in the shape of a glove, and it is so burnt. And I've washed it so many times, I literally cannot get my hand in that oven glove anymore. So every time I reach for it, I think, oh, you're burnt. Oh, you're too small now, you shrunk. And in the end, I have to try and find a tea towel. And 9 times out of 10, the tea towel is not thick enough to prevent my hands from getting scorched. And this has been going on for a few years now. I know, it's ridiculous. And my hands have suffered from this bad habit of not using proper double oven gloves, real thick oven mitts to touch hot things. My hands have suffered. My hands have really suffered from it. I don't know if you can see my hands, but if you see the top of my thumb here, it's really dry and cracked, and that's from me lifting pots, hot cups with my bare fingers. It really has messed up my fingers. And I decided that it's time to do something about it. It's the beginning of the new year. I can't continue like this. It's not good. This is my other hand. A lot of cracks at the top. Can you see the top, how yellow it looks? It's really bad. So I bought these and I treated myself. I decided I was going to buy one I really, really like, you know? Something that really, something that's just so attractive, that really looks pleasing to me. Aesthetically pleasing, that's what I mean. So typically, if I want to buy something like oven gloves, I'll just buy the first thing I see. It'll probably be a very dark colour, and I won't look for anything that's got attractive patterns on it, because I simply don't feel I have the time to worry about such things. I see it as being petty, and just buy something that's practical and that will work. But in order to add that element of treating myself well and being nice to myself, I bought one that I really like the pattern on it. And as you can see, it's got a cat. I like cats. I don't love them. I like them. I really do like cats. I like the idea of having a cat, but I've never got round to owning one. And maybe in my lifetime I will get round to owning one, because the more I think about it, the more attractive the idea is. And I've watched a lot of cat programs, you know, where they're training you how to look after your cat who's behaving badly, etc. And pet training programs like how to train your dog, you know, how to get a dog to behave properly. So when I watch those programs, I think, yeah, I'd like to have a pet. I don't know when I'll get one. I don't know if I will get one, but it's there as something that I might do. So I'll just should I open it up? Okay, I'll quickly open it up. I got it from Amazon. I really love these oven gloves. Oh my goodness, isn't that gorgeous? It's beautiful. Oh my goodness, let me try it out. Wow. No more burning fingers. Yes, I'm so glad I treated myself to this. And this cost, if you're interested in the price, oops, I just dropped something. These oven gloves cost me £7.99 and free delivery on amazon.co.uk. I'm sure you'll probably get something like this on the US site. So in dollars, that is $10.15. That's good. It's lovely, isn't it? It's beautiful. The next thing I treated myself to were these leg warmers. Can you remember the 80s when they were really, really in fashion? You'd go out in the streets and people would have them on, and the late 70s. Well, it's really, really cold in London now. It really is. And I'm cold when I go out. I'm cold when I go in. And it's weird. I've never thought about buying leg warmers. It's always been at the back of my mind. I bought a couple of leg warmers from eBay during the pandemic. Just really basic ones. I just picked the cheapest thing I could find. And I bought a couple of them for the first time in many, 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 many years. I put on some leg warmers. But you know what? That was during the pandemic. That's 3 years ago. Those leg warmers have been washed thousands of times and they are really tatty. Every time I look at them, I say, I'm going to get another pair. I'm going to get round to buying another pair. I've not got round to it. It's 3 years later. And I finally bought these from eBay. Oh Lord, they look beautiful. They're nothing like the ones that I've got that are tatty and that are going to go in the trash right now. These have got a lovely pattern on them. They're gorgeous. And they didn't cost much. I got them from ebay.co.uk. These leg warmers cost me £3.78 with free postage, and that is $4.80. Give me a pat on the back for that. And I got myself another pair of leg warmers from eBay. Lovely purple collar. I decided to buy a different brand to have different leg warmers. And I have got another one that hasn't arrived. That one's got leopard print. Oh my gosh, leopard print. Imagine walking down the street with leopard print leg warmers. So these, I like this because the colour is quite striking. And they come in really nice bright colours like yellow, pink, you know, green, really bright colours. And these ones cost £2.99, free postage from ebay.co.uk, and the American price equivalent is $3.80. Guys, I actually took the trouble of going online and converting the pounds to dollars to give you the exact price so that you have an idea of the bargains I've got. Another interesting thing I bought for my burnt, scorched hands that need some relief now are these. I found these on Amazon. I've never seen anything like it. Have any of you guys got these? I'm just so excited to have discovered these. These are for picking up a hot pot, a hot handle, anything that's hot that you're using to cook with. So these are called silicone handle grips. Silicone handle grips. So I'll just open them out and show you how you use them. They're quite interesting. So you put your fingers in them like this. Hello, I'm Kermit the Frog here. Where's Miss Piggy? Where is she? I think it's a wonderful, smart invention. Wow. Never had anything like it. I love them. Have you guys got these? Am I slightly behind the times? I won't be surprised if one of you puts in the comment, oh, I've had one of those for years. Well, I'm so glad to have discovered them. I got these from amazon.co.uk, and they cost me £3.99 with free delivery, and that amounts to $5.07. Lovely, aren't they? And I've bought something else very useful again for my kitchen, and I've needed these forever, guys. I've needed these forever. Do you know when you make your dinner and you bring your dinner to the living room and you want to watch TV while you're eating, and you know that your dinner plate is hot, really hot, and you really shouldn't be putting your hot dinner plate on the table direct, and sometimes not even on the tray you've got, because the tray will get damaged. And I've always been lazy like that. I've got too many scorch marks on my dining table, and any table I've got. My trays, my dinner trays also get ruined because I put hot plates on them. So I bought these from Amazon. They're made of silicone, and you just put your hot dinner plate on top. You don't even need to use a tray. If you just put this on your dinner table, on your dining table, and put the plate on top, it will protect the table from getting scorched. Isn't that a brilliant idea? Absolutely amazing idea. And I got 3 in a pack. Oh, 4 in a pack. So I got 2 circular ones and 2 square ones, and they've put a little hook in the corner so you just hang them up. You can hang them up in your kitchen, and they just hang like that. I just think this is just absolutely brilliant. The circular ones also got that little hole where you can hang them up. Just let's find a hole. There it is. Wow, guys, you're probably thinking that I'm like behind the times. You're probably thinking, I've got that already. Where have you been? These have been out in the market for years and years. I don't know where I've been. I've just been, like I said, just not dealing with these things, just putting them off and saying, oh, I'll do that tomorrow. That's not a priority, and years go by and I still haven't sorted myself out. So here they are. They're absolutely amazing. Now, how much did these cost? I did not actually note down the cost of these, but my memory serves me well. They cost something like 10 or 11 pounds. 10 or 11 pounds, which is probably something like maybe $14. I think they're amazing. I'm looking forward to using them. Okay, I've got 3 more items. Now this item is actually not for me, it's for my baby dolls. It's a very useful if you've got a baby doll that you'd like to put a pacifier in their mouth, a dummy, as we call it here in the UK. We call them dummies. And I know in America and other places in the world you call them soothers or pacifiers. Now, if you've got a baby doll like Ukraine here, she's got a really small slit in her mouth. She's got a magnetic mouth, so that's why her pacifier sticks to her mouth. But if she didn't have a magnetic mouth, but she had this small slit there, you can buy a packet of 2 pacifiers. They come together on ebay.co.uk, and you just slip it in that little gap in her mouth. If you find that the mouth is sealed behind the lips, you just put a little knife, a little bladed knife into the mouth and make a little slit, and then you can just squeeze this in. And I believe I did make her a slit when she first arrived, so this should go in. Yes, I remember I did make a little slit there. So there you see, goes in. Very, very useful if you have dolls with very tiny mouths like that. Okay, so how much did these cost? A pack of 2 of these, ebay.co.uk. You should also be able to get them on ebay.com. The pacifiers cost me for the packet £1.62, which is $2.06. I had to pay 59p postage, which is 75 cents. So in dollars, it's $2.06 plus 75 cents for postage. Okay, the next item I bought for myself and for baby Israelia. I wanted to, I've already finished sorting her hair out, but I just thought I'd just add maybe a few more strands. So I bought this on eBay. I was very lazy. I should go down to my local hair shop to get these. In my local hair shop, they'd cost probably maybe £2.99. But I was lazy and I ordered them from ebay.co.uk, and it cost me £4.09. They're called jumbo extension braids. Jumbo extension braids. And these jumbo extension braids, one pack cost me £4.09. But actually, in dollars, it's $5.20. As you can see, it's not the same color as Israelia's hair. She's got a brownish kind of reddish hair, but this is a darker reddish tone. So I won't be using it for her hair after all, but I'll most certainly will be using it to braid my own hair. And last and not least, I've ordered 2 of these. There's another one coming. Then it's in a different color. The one that's coming is orange. This one is red. Now, I bought myself some lovely warm winter pajamas. I prefer men's pajamas. The reason why is that I've got quite long legs and long arms. And I just find that when I buy ladies' pajamas, they will fit me when I first buy them. But when I wash them, even in a cold wash, I find that the ladies' pajamas in this material would shrink. And then the sleeves are shorter than my arms. The legs length are shorter than my legs, and so I feel cold, and it happens all the time. I don't know why. So I found out that if I buy men's pajamas, if I buy the small or medium, it doesn't matter how many times I wash these men's pajamas, they don't shrink on me and they last me years. So I've bought 2 pajamas because the men's pajamas I've had over the years, they've started to get holes in. It's starting to look quite tatty. So one of my ladies' pajamas that I bought has shrunk, you know, so I definitely needed some warm winter pajamas. So I've got these ones, and I've got another one coming in orange. So that's how I've treated myself, guys. Now let's move on to the unveiling. Yeah, these men's pajamas cost £11.99. I got them from ebay.co.uk, and that is $15.23, free postage. All the items I've showed you, they all came as free postage. So I think I've done well in this shop, and I hope I've inspired you to do some self-indulgent, creative treating yourself, as I call it. Okay, guys, it's time for the big reveal, the big unveiling of our mystery new baby. Dun, 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 dun. A huge round of applause for this baby. Before we do that, another person is going to join this amazing welcome committee. You have already met the gorgeous Miss Gracie, the cheeky Miss Ukrainia, the lovely Miss Israeli at the back there, but also joining us it is another Maddie doll. And this Maddie doll is a Maddie doll that I made myself. And her precious name is Kiala. Kiala Settle. Kiala Settle. So she's named after the famous Kiala who sang This Is Me on The Greatest Showman. Do you remember that lady? And I named this doll after her because Kiala Settle is actually half British. Her father is British, but he emigrated to the United States. So I named this baby doll after her because at the time when I put this doll together, I was listening to the song This Is Me quite a lot. So this baby doll, I made her last year. I started making her in December 2022. Around that time I bought the Maddie reborn kit from AliExpress, and I painted her face using chocolate and coffee, and leaving her out in the sun. So when I bought her as a blank kit. I only used the head in that kit. The body parts I sold. Her hair is made from the hair that I showed you earlier, the jumbo braids extension, and that is synthetic, so it's not human hair. So I just hand rooted it strand by strand into her hair, into her head. Once I'd got her face to the right color, it took a while. I had to soak her in coffee and chocolate, you know, for weeks on end, and putting her out in the sun to bake, and you know, we got there in the end. I then used eyeliner for her eyebrows. I put blusher on her cheeks. I put lip tint on her lips, and I didn't use the brown eyes that AliExpress provided. I went and bought some blue eyes online and used the blue eyes. The body is actually a Smoby doll. A Smoby doll. They have these Smoby ethnic toddler dolls. I think they're called, I think one's called Rosie. I can't remember the name of the ethnic one. You get an ethnic girl and an ethnic boy. So this was the ethnic girl. I got the girl for £7 on vinted.co.uk with some clothes. I couldn't believe my good fortune. £7. They normally second hand, those 24-inch Smoby toddler dolls, they normally cost anything between £20 and £30 second hand. So I used her body so that Kiala did not have the traditional Maddie body, which is chubby hands, lots of rolls of fat, chubby legs, lots of rolls of fat. So you can see she's a skinny Maddie reborn. And I've only put a little bit of stuffing in her so that she doesn't have the traditional fat chubby body. And she's just absolutely gorgeous. I pierced the ears. As you can see, she's got some earrings on there. Want to look at the back of her head. So I allowed her to have a little bit of bald patches like a real baby. And you can't actually comb her hair because I didn't glue her hair inside her head. I didn't glue it. The reason was because I didn't know you needed to glue it. I've only found out now that you meant to glue the hair. So I might do that at some point. I'll have to undo her neck and glue it. But for now I can't comb her hair because the hair would come out. So I just pat it down and push it around with my fingers. So I'm going to have to dress this baby girl because for some reason she took off her clothes without asking permission. So I'm going to have to dress her. So you just bear with me while I just dress this girl. She can't meet this new baby doll not wearing any clothes. We don't want to frighten the new doll, do we? So we need to get her dressed up like her sisters. So at the moment I have 3 Maddie dolls. This one that I made myself, the babe side one over there, Gracie, and then the AliExpress one, Ukrainia. So obviously out of the 3, who cost most? The babe side cost the most, and she was the one that I was most dissatisfied with. She cost the most to buy from babe side. She cost like maybe 59 or 60. I think she was $69, and then I had a £10 new customer discount off, so it's $59. And I think It was free shipping. I think they were offering free shipping at the time I bought her 6 months ago. Ukraine actually cost around £40 with the shipping. £40, around £40 including shipping. And as soon as I received her, I was happy with her. I had nothing to fault about her. I actually liked her as soon as I got her. So, and then Kiala for the DIY Maddie blanket from AliExpress cost me about £25, which is maybe $30. And then I sold the body parts and just used the head. So I got my money back on that because I sold the body parts maybe for maybe £11, £12, maybe $15. Okay, so we've got her top on. I'm now going to put her into some dungarees. That's why I like toddler dolls, because you can really get them into dungarees. You can get dungarees for smaller baby dolls, but I find the toddler dungarees, they just look so much nicer. They come in so many cute patterns and designs. So let's get Kiala into these dungarees. Now the dungarees look like they're going to be a little bit too big for her, but I can fix that. Let's find a way to get it to fit. Come on, Kiala, you're holding us up. We need to open this baby doll. Come on. Okay. Okay, I've got Kiala into her dungarees now. And I'm just putting her little socks on. And I've got these cute shoes for her. You see, it says, I love Christmas. And they've got a little penguin on the front. Aren't they cute? Let's get them on her feet. And they didn't cost me anything. I get baby clothes for free on Facebook. Always the place to look for clothes for your dolls. Facebook. There's plenty of people giving away free clothes. You're saving the planet by going to collect those clothes and not spending money on brand new clothes. I also get socks and other items for free on Facebook for my dolls, so I don't really spend hardly anything for clothing my dolls. Now, when I started collecting in a big way 3 years ago, I was spending a lot of money. I was making clothes, but I just couldn't make those clothes fast enough because my doll collection was increasing and I just couldn't make clothes for everyone, for all of them. So I had to spend money, and I just in the end found a way around that. I was going on Facebook looking for cheap clothes to buy. In the end, I found you can actually get them free. You don't need to spend that much money. Oh, look at her feet. Don't they look cute? Okay, so Kiala Satu is sorted now. Kiala, you are sorted. Let's pull your dungarees down. And let's get you sitting down, ready to welcome the new baby, yeah? Are you ready, Kiala? Good girl. Are you going to sit up? Yes, there you go. So there she is. So there's the new baby. It's time now. Da-na-na-na-na. Let's Work our way slowly. There are the feet. Look at those gorgeous feet. Let's bring the camera nearer so you can see the feet. So that's the feet. Look at them. Let's bring the camera nearer. Look at that beautiful ethnic foot. Look at it. Oh, look. Nice nails. I love the detail of the nails. And some creases underneath the feet. Let's look at the other feet. Oh, look. Is that beautiful? Those toes look so real. Oh my goodness, rolls of fat. Who doesn't like rolls of fat on a baby doll? Let's keep going. Oh my God, look at those fists. Cross those little fingers. Ooh. Ooh, another fist. Come on, baby girl or boy, whatever you are. Let's look at your fists. Both hands have got crossed fingers. Oh, hello. 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 It's a gorgeous Maddie baby doll. Look at those stunning blue eyes. Oh, look. Compare that face to Ukrainian's face. Ukrainian's got lovely doe brown eyes. And look at this one. Look at Ukrainian's hair. Ukrainian's hair is curly. This baby doll's hair is straight. Oh my goodness. Isn't this baby gorgeous? Gorgeous. We need a bit more stuffing in you to get you fat. Okay, so this baby doll I bought back in maybe November or December last year as a kit. Yes. I'll show you a picture of the kit. This baby doll came as a kit. So that meant there was a head, there was some eyes, there was limbs, there was no cloth body at all. And because it didn't have a cloth body and it was a kit, it was so much cheaper. I got it from AliExpress for just £19, which is probably maybe $23 or $24. Free shipping, so I didn't pay any shipping on top. And I decided that I wanted this baby to be a Christmas baby. I wanted to make this kit myself, obviously because it was cheaper, and also I could make it so that I put the doll together on Christmas Day and this would be my Christmas Day baby. So things don't always work out like that, you know. They don't always work out. Kiala's smiling. She's saying, yeah, when you made me, that was the same thing. I wasn't born when you thought I'd be born. So Christmas Eve came. When this baby doll arrived, it arrived with green eyes. I mean, I saw that it had green eyes on the listing on AliExpress, and I just thought to myself, I'm going to change those eyes. There's no way I'm going to have an ethnic doll that's got green eyes, because I was anticipating I was going to take this baby out in the buggy when I go shopping. So I bought some blue eyes from AliExpress. But what happened was, on Christmas Eve, I've been putting the baby together gradually in the build up to Christmas. Christmas Eve, I found out that the eyes, the blue eyes, were crooked. I'd glued the eyes in, and this is the first time I've ever put eyes in a vinyl doll. I've put eyes in silicone dolls where I've cut open the sockets and then put in eyes, but not on a vinyl doll. Never done that. But I decided I was going to try. I was going to be brave. So, but on Christmas Eve, the eyes were crooked. That meant I had to take the eyes out and re-glue. So Christmas Day come, the baby's not ready. The glue hasn't set. so the baby could not be born on Christmas Day. I was devastated and annoyed. So I thought, okay, clearly this baby wasn't meant to be born on Christmas Day. But I still feel that this is a Christmas baby, so I'm going to try and get this baby done by New Year's Eve. If I can get the baby born on New Year's Eve, then the baby can be a New Year's Eve baby. And so I re-glued the eyes, put them in there, and I was putting the head near the window so lots of air could get in, and keeping my fingers crossed. So New Year's Eve, this baby was born. Hooray! So I got my New Year's Eve baby. I got my festive baby, though he wasn't born on Christmas Day. And I decided it was going to be a boy. As soon as I saw him on AliExpress, I was looking for a boy. And that's because I've been watching a YouTube channel, really interesting YouTube channel. Maybe some of you watch it. I'll have to find the name of that channel. If you just bear with me, I'll just find the name of the channel. Okay guys, I have found the YouTube channel that I was trying to bring to your attention. It's called Reborn Diaries, and I think it was probably maybe a couple of months ago or so that I started watching this channel, and I really enjoy it, you know. And it's this baby here, this baby boy Louis. As you can see, he's a Maddie reborn. That's what gave me the idea that I could have Maddie as a boy. I never ever thought of having Maddie as a boy, never ever. It never even crossed my mind that Maddie came as a boy. But in this channel, she diaries the life of these reborn babies, particularly this Louis, who is the youngest of them all, and he gets up to all kinds of mischief. He can't talk properly, but anyway, I found his character endearing, and that's what led me to decide to get a boy. So I actually went on to AliExpress that day late last year, looking for a Maddie that I could make as a boy. So I put him together myself. So the cloth body I bought from AliExpress as a pack of 4. I got 4 of these for £19, which is about maybe $22, $23. I stuffed him with polyfill. Basically, I've got a pillow, a pregnancy pillow, that is old, that's been washed so many times, it's lost its shape now. So instead of throwing it away, I'm using the filling of that pillow to put inside my reborns when I want to fatten them up, or when I buy a kit and I need to fill up the body. I'll just get the pillow so I can show you what I'm talking about. So this pillow here is a U-shaped pillow. It's not as long as it was because I have been using quite a lot of it to fill up my baby dolls that I buy as kits, or if I just want to make them fatter, add more weight to them. So it's a long U-shaped pillow for pregnant ladies when they go to bed to ease the discomfort. I bought it for my back problem, and I've washed it many times and it's lost its shape. So I bought a new one, and what I do with my old pillows, since I've been getting into reborning dolls myself, I no longer throw my pillows away when they're out of shape. And this one has served me quite well, this pregnancy pillow. I've done many dolls and I still got quite a lot left of it. And what I'd advise you, if you want to use your old pillows, which makes sense to me, I mean, we're trying to save the planet here. Why go out and buy all this polyfill and all that stuff when you've got polyfill in your house? You've got your old pillows in your house just lying around doing nothing. Don't throw them away. So what I do, I wash them before I use them to reborn dolls. I wash them, get them all dried properly. Once they're dried properly, then I just put them in a cupboard, and anytime I'm reborning a doll, I just go there and get the stuff out. I'll just show you what it looks like. So friends, this is what it looks like inside. It's just a normal standard polyfill that you'd go and buy on eBay to fill up your doll, which is actually available to you in your pillows right now. And it doesn't have to be pillows, it could be old cushions, like that cushion up there. If I'd had enough of it and I was thinking of throwing it away, I wouldn't throw it away. I would keep it, I'd wash it, I'd dry it, put it in my cupboard and use it to add weight to my dolls, or use it to put together a new doll like this beauty here. So when you buy a kit from AliExpress, how big that doll will turn out to be is totally dependent on you, because it all depends on how big the body is. The longer the body, then obviously the longer the doll will be. This body that I've put here on the doll, it's about 9 inches, 9-10 inches, yeah? So when I measure the doll now from head to toe with the body, let's measure him. Oh, did I show you the back of him? I do like this AliExpress cloth body. It's suede material, so it's very smooth, and it's like, it's stitched really nicely at the back here. And it was cheap because you didn't get the cable ties. The cable ties that you put in the back of the neck and in the arms, it didn't come with it. I don't think it did come with it. Did it come with cable ties? Let me remember. I think it didn't come with cable ties from what I remember. That's why it was so cheap. So all I got were the limbs and the head and the eyes. So let's measure him now. And when I put the arms and the legs in, I did it so that I would be able to move the limbs around. So important to be able to move your Maddie doll's limbs, because you won't be able to sit the doll down. If you can't move those limbs, how are you going to get the doll to sit down? So when you put in the cable ties in, make sure you test to make sure that you can move the legs around. When you buy these dolls already made up, 9 times out of 10 they have tightened those limbs with the cable ties so tight that you can't move the limbs. And that's why I like the kits, because the kits, you tighten it as far as you need it to go. So let's measure him. Sorry, how am I going to measure this baby doll? Put his awkward legs. Let's put it like that. It's about 17-18 inches long. So it's up to you. But remember, if you buy a really tiny body, I guess for this baby doll, because he's got a really small face, if you bought a tiny body for him, it would be fine. But it's when you've got a big head like Gracie. I mean, her head is huge. Her head is, if I just put them together like that, Gracie's face is fatter than this boy's face. She's got big cheeks. And that's why her 8-inch body did not suit her at all. So yes, so he's 17.5 inches long, and he is quite slim, as you can see. I made him quite slim. I am going to fix that. I am going to add more weight to him. The reason why I made him so slim is that I didn't actually put in arm rings or leg rings for him. I'm thinking of ordering those, and I thought I'll wait until I've ordered the arm rings and the leg rings, which really help with the movement of the limbs. Once I've got them, then I can undo his limbs and add weight to the doll at the same time as installing those arm and leg rings. So I do all in one go. So he's a slim Maddie at the moment. I find that he's more similar to Ukraine than it is to Gracie, because Gracie obviously was made by a completely different company. So Gracie's mouth is different to their mouths. Look at them, they've got the typical Maddie mouth, just a thin little slit, whereas her mouth is wider and open. She's got a little bump at the top of her lip there, and she's got a little dimple mark there on the right of her face, just there. Can you see it? That little mark there, that came as part of the package, a little dimple. And as I said, the eyelashes were so long, they were ridiculous. They went far past her eyebrows, and I had to cut them all the way down because she really looked ridiculous when she arrived. So the blue eyes are gorgeous. I love the blue eyes. Now he's got a little mark here. Guess why he's got a little mark there? That's where I dropped some glue on his face and wasn't aware that I dropped glue. By the time I came back to fix it, you know, it had dried a bit, so I couldn't get it all off. And he's got a few little glue marks, just really faint there, where I'd not rubbed off the glue properly. I'd not wiped it off, and it had dried a little bit. But these things can be fixed. You just cover it up with brown powder. Like Gracie has got powder on her face. As you can see, her face is a little bit shiny. She's got brown powder on there because I don't know, I just found her complexion quite dull. Ukraine hasn't got any powder on her, but it is good to put powder on your dolls' faces. It really does. It really can improve some dolls' looks. But I just think this boy is adorable. So I'm going to, I have trimmed his hair. I'm going to do a little bit more trimming now. I'm going to put some products in his hair and comb it and get him dressed. So guys, I found the picture of the kit. So this is the doll that I bought with the green eyes, and as you can see, it's just head, limbs, no body and no cable ties. Okay, so let's cut this boy's hair. He's had a haircut already, he just needs a bit more, just slightly trimmed off. I'd like him to have a side parting to make him look like a boy. I think I'll just trim and then comb. Let's trim off the split ends. So I'm using these scissors, are absolutely incredible. I bought these scissors because I started a sewing class a few months ago to learn how to use a sewing machine. I'm excellent with hand sewing, but I've never actually learned how to use a sewing machine, and it would really help me with repairing and making clothes for my dolls. And in the class I noticed they had these scissors that really cut the material, were really sharp. And so I bought a pair, and one day I used it to trim one of my doll's hair, and I was so amazed at the results. So I use these scissors now to trim all of my doll's hair. So if you're looking for a good pair of scissors to help you tidy your doll's hair, I'd say buy one of these tailor scissors, scissors for making clothes, because they really are sharp, really sharp and really good. decided to dress him in a little t-shirt baby grow. This is for, it doesn't say what age it's for, I'm afraid, so I wouldn't know what age this is for, but I would say it's probably 0 to 3 months, something like that. It's definitely not preemie, so it's probably newborn or newborn to 3 months. Then I've got a little pair of leggings for him. I got these with a doll that I bought, an Ashton Drake doll that I bought a few months ago. He came wearing them. These are 0 to 3 months from Marks and Spencer. Oh no, not Marks and Spencer, sorry. Lily and Dan, 0 to 3 months. And then I've got a lovely boy's shirt with some whales on. Cute little whales. And this is 6 to 9 months. It's going to be big for him, but we can manage it. We will manage it. So, what am I going to call him? He's going to be called Noel. He was meant to be born on Christmas Day. He wasn't. If he was born on Christmas Day, he should be called Noel. But he did make it in time for New Year's Eve, and that is still part of the festive season. So even though he didn't make it for Christmas Day, he's still going to be called Noel. Got his diaper on. Did you have any Christmas babies that were born on Christmas Day? Christmas reborn babies born on Christmas Day that you unboxed on Christmas Day, or that, you know, that you made on Christmas Day as a kit? If you did, or you had, let me know in the comments below. Okay, let's get this pair of leggings on. Oh gosh, this baby's so cute. I love the way he feels, and he's even going to feel more awesome when I add more weight to him. So this is him now. Doesn't he look gorgeous? And actually, it's not so wide around the neck anymore now that I've tucked it in. It's not so bad. If I pull it back like that, it's actually okay now, so I won't need to sew that button on, I don't think. Tucked it in and it's come out okay. So let's get his shirt on. The 6 to 9 month shirt that might end up looking really big on him. Let's see how it goes. Come on, boy. Come on, Noah. Put your arm in. That's my boy. Oh my goodness, doesn't he look cool? Oh, he looks really cool. Wow. Now you need some socks. Let's get you some socks. Some nice cool socks. Would you like to wear white socks on, Noel? Would you? Would you, baby boy? I've got some nice clean white socks for you. Let's get those cute little tootsies in some socks. There you go. Let's get the other one on. There you are. Would you like to wear some shoes on? I've got some knitted shoes, Noel. Would you like some knitted shoes? I've got them, you know. Okay, let's give him some knitted shoes. Let's give him some knitted shoes. There you go. That's it. And Let's put the other one on the other foot. So guys, here is my Maddie reborn family. Kiala Seattle, who's a toddler. My first ever Maddie baby boy, Noel. Ukrainia, who's the eldest and very cute. Gracie. She's the third. Kiala Settle, she's the second eldest. Gracie's the third. And then Noel, cute baby Noel, is the baby, he's the youngest. Thank you so much for watching my channel. I am so lucky to have all of you regularly tuning into my channel and watching and looking at all the various different dolls that I have in my collection. I am looking forward again to seeing you again on my next video. So in the meantime, take care and be good.